You can find me in the woods with my dogs under pine trees in the land of the lost. I've been drinking on this whiskey, got my head up in the clouds, and if this world keep fucking with me, I ain't never coming down. This mask and all this trash that y'all keep trying to spread around. Tip your glass or kiss my ass, but I ain't dealing with you clowns. Bless them all. Keep it moving on them back roads where the alligators crawl in the swampland. We ain't worried about no law. You can find me in the woods with my dogs under pine trees in the land of the lost. I've been drinking on this whiskey, got my head up in the clouds, and if this world keep fucking with me, I ain't never coming down. So fuck this mask and all this trash that y'all keep trying to spread around. Sip your glass or kiss my ass, but I ain't dealing with you clowns. Bless them all. Land of the lost. God bless them all. Come on. Land of the lost. New breed.
All right, welcome back. BJ, we're qualified. Go ahead and tell us. Right now, it looks like Busby on top of the charts there.
Yeah, Busby leading the way right now. He's got an 18-18. The top four drivers, all with virtually identical times, right down to the thousandth of a second. 4 thousandths of a second separated the top four drivers: Busby, Cooper, Rumsey, Herbert, and Hauser. And we're going to roll over to heat number 1 starting grid.
And starting on the pole tonight in the D1RT Racing, car number 82 is Desmond Busby. And from New York, at car number 35, it's Nick Cooper.
Row number 2 on the inside, out of Georgia, it's going to be Colton Herbert. And the 26 to his outside, the Newton Cattle Farms Racing number 29, it's Ethan Toder.
From House of Speed, driving the 92 machine, it's Tristan. I'm so sorry about this last name. Leducer? Is that how you say it?
I think.
Nice. Then Drew Hopkins on his outside, starting 6th.
And on your 4th row inside, into 02 is Nick Baum. And to his outside, it's Jacob Herbert in the 80.
Inside row number 5 from Victory Lane Racing, it's going to be the 48 of Dylan Yeager. To his outside from Carolina, it's going to be the 318 of Matthew Catania.
From Florida, starting 11th, we got Trey Mills driving the 14 machine on his outside. We got Brayson Riddle in the 12, and it's driving the 118.
That is, and Paul Hollander rounds out your field. That will be your starting lineup for tonight's heat race number 1 here at Knoxville. And let's see here.
Almost feels like a bit of a blast from the past with the overlays. It's nice to see the classic overlays that we used to have, what, probably 4 years ago now, Steve?
Yeah,
4 years ago?
something like that.
It's been a while. It's nice. I like it. I really do. I like the old overlays.
I do too. And let's see. I don't know, but we could try. Let's go here to Dylan Yeager. Now,
Wow.
it's not. We'll get it up there going.
Oh. Wow.
Lights are out. We're fixing to go racing here at Knoxville. 10 laps to distance. Desmond Busby and Cooper on your front row. The pace car looking to pull in. 10 laps of stacked heat race, 13 drivers here tonight. The pace car pulls in. Here we go. We're racing Busby on a loud pedal. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Good start for Busby. Look at Herbert looking to the inside. That 80 machine. Or actually, the number 6, the 14, falls to 3rd. That is Cooper. Caution out on the racetrack already. And that's going to be for Dylan Yeager, the 48 machine.
Problems here early on. Turns 1 and 2 barely got started tonight. Take a look at our instant replay. Looks though the 14 had a nose to the inside of him. Oh, and there issues up in front. Check up for Dylan Yeager. Just nowhere to go for the driver behind.
Well, Dylan Yeager with some damage to the quarter panel there.
He'll be taking it pit side by the sounds of it. The way he just sounded on the mic. He's going to stay out, actually. Nick Baum will receive the penalty for that one. Got under the skirt of the 13. He is the one that caused the checkup. 13 being driven by Travis. No, who's 13 in this one?
Well, the numbers aren't matching the scorecard. I can tell you that.
No, they are not. No, they are not.
It's the green 13 up there. Let's see here.
Oh, well, that's the reason I immediately went to Travis Sinclair, but I'm used to the green 13 being Travis Sinclair, and looks like it's going to be Joey Ladouchier.
Don't you love it when the numbers don't match?
Goes for a loop, that's for sure.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Well, and you know, another thing, y'all asked me for something, so I got to do that too.
Oh.
So let's see here.
Oh.
They're 2 by 2, fixing to let them loose again one more time. Out of turn number 4, Busby and Cooper, your front row. Pace car pulls in. Busby back on the loud pedal. We're back to racing here in Knoxville. Good start for Busby as you see Cooper and Herbert side by side, giving to Herbert for that second spot. Cooper going to battle back underneath Herbert. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, Busby right about 2-car length advantage over Herbert. Coming out turn number 4 is going to be Desmond Busby leading lap number 1 here at Knoxville.
Busby leading, starting to pull away now. Ladouchier sticking the nose underneath of Herbert there to 1 and 2. Was not able to make a stick though. Herbert now has a second place secured, still side by side. You clear a blanket from 3rd through 7th right there. You see him on the screen now, starting to spread out a little bit. Still side by side for 5th and 6th though.
That's right, the battle on for 5th and 6th place. The battle starting to heat up for that final transfer spot. As a reminder, top 4 from this heat race transfer onto the feature here, Steve.
Top 4 right now, Ethan Toder in the bubble spot. That 80 machine of Jacob Herbert is on the outside looking in. Cooper back to, let's see here, in the 6th spot. They got Matt Katina, Dylan Yeager, Drew Hopkins, Nick Baum, Bryson, Trey Mills, and Paul Hollander round out your field. But give it for Desmond Busby with a commanding lead here at Knoxville. Out of turn number 2, past the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame Museum there. Into turn number 3. You look at Colton Herbert. He's holding off Tristan there. Tristan in the hip pocket. He'll get heavy on the biters. Good battle for the transfer spot.
Yeah, Herbert's got the nose underneath of Toder just a lap ago. Now he's going to take a look for the 3rd position. 3 wide coming down the back straightaway. Harbers has the nose into turn number 3. That's going to shuffle LeDoucher back into 5th. He's now outside the transfer position, door to door to the stripe. Not sure who had it right there. 3 wide coming out of turn 2 once again.
3 wide, batting down the back stretch. We got Herberts, LeDoucher, and Toder all battling out for that final transfer spot. We got a car swinging out way out wide onto the cushion. It looks like everyone's going to get double filed out here. So the battle still continues heading in turn number 1.
Turn number 1 is coming out. Turn number 2. Look at LeDoucher there with the final transfer. Herbert in that 3rd position. You got Ethan Toder looking, trying to make his way. White flag in air. One more to go for Desmond Busby here at Knoxville.
Busby continuing to lead, commanding the lead. This is his race to lose right now. The battle going on for the transfer position. Still, though, with Ethan Toder. Heavy contact down into turns 3 and 4. Busby's going to win heat number 1. Herbert's 2nd. Harbert's 3rd. Toder shoves his way forward to take the transfer.
What a race race for heat race number 1 here in Knoxville. As you look at your results, Busby, Herberts, and Toder, your top 4 going to the feature. Cooper, Katina, LeDoucher, Yeager, Baum, Hopkins, Hollander, Riddle, and Mills all going to the last chance qualifier. Here's tonight's starting lineup for heat race number 2. On the pole will be Logan Rumsey, and to his outside, Dylan Wilson.
Row number 2 on the inside from VLR is going to be the 127 of Blake Majulis. To his outside, his teammate, the 33 of Evan C.
From Max Drop Sim Sports, we got Travis Sinclair in the 130 on his outside, Jacob Fields in the 007.
In your 4th row, be Camden Johnston. To his outside, Jamie Gilpin.
Powerhouse Performance, number 46. That's Matthew Selby, the inside of row number 5. On his outside, the 21 of Justin Brown.
Starting 11th tonight, we got Corey Sieber. On his outside, we got Jason Korn.
And rounding out your field be Zachary Diener. So let's look at here real quick. Here's that, right?
Yeah.
We're going to see. We're going to go here.
Wow. Steve works on this one. A little bit of education for our asphalt buddy Bryce. That team name is Max Droop. Now what that refers to is
Max
the
Droop.
left rear of these cars. A lot of the 4-link dirt cars, the rear end has a chain. You notice the back end of the car lifts up whenever they hit the gas. That chain stops it from lifting too far. And that is called a droop chain.
The more you know.
Hey.
My bad for botching the name.
All right. There you go. Green flag is out, and we're on board with Travis St. Clair. As you see him in a sim there as they go into turn number 1. Logan Rumsey, your race leader, out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Dylan Wilson to the outside has an early advantage in the 2nd spot. When Majulis try to dig the bottom there as they come out turn number 2 or 4, down the front straightaway. Give it to Logan Rumsey, leading lap number 1.
Been watching all week long. Right about this time is when the bottom line is in here at Knoxville. See it working good for some of these drivers here. Sinclair and Majulis sticking to the inside. Everybody else going to the high side. They're riding right along with them. Staying nice and tight. Battle still going on for that 2nd position. Dylan Wilson the outside. Majulis to the inside. He's got to fight hard. He's got his teammate of Evan C. now looking to the outside. I'm looking to put him back one more spot.
Don't think the battle is going to get easier as the race goes on. We are still currently 6 laps to go here in this heat race number 2. The battle on is still for 2nd place with Wilson and Majulis. Say and Fields are in tow. As it looks like they're starting to single file it out. As I say that, battle for second, 3rd, and 4th place on back coming out turn number 4.
Lap number 5, Logan Rumsey continues to hold off the charging Blake Wilson or Dylan Wilson and Blake Majulis out turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Wilson running a little different line there. Logan gonna run a little slider line. Look at The 127 coming out turn number 4. He's still in that third spot. He's going to lead lap number 5 here at Knoxville.
Is now starting to change his line a little bit. 1 and 2. He slides up to the top 3 and 4. He's still diving to the bottom though. That last time by, now putting heavy pressure on Wilson for second. Wilson runs that high side. He's got Evan C right there, right on his back bumper, putting pressure on him as well. Majulis slides up right above the slick. A little bit of contact there. No harm, no foul. Both drivers able to continue on 3 wide now for that second position. Majulis, C, Wilson.
Majulis is going to lose. Ooh, that's that. He's going to regain his position. There's still 3 wide battling for that third or that second through 4th position. And it looks like Majulis is able to regain that second position as we're still continuing to battle it out here in turn number 3. Still contact. Majulis has to shoot up way into the wall, into the cushion. As he loses now, he's on the 4th and final transfer spot. He regains 3rd position battling in turn number 1.
Look at there. Jacob Fields in that 3rd spot. Majulis in the final transfer. Yeah, let's see. On outside, looking in. Logan Rumsey way out in front. 3 wide for 3rd out of turn number 4. The white flag is waving.
Jacob Fields sat back and was watching the battle going on. Allowed him to inch his way forward and get up there to him. Then he took over that 3rd spot side by side for 3rd. Majulis inside. Fields to the outside coming out of turn number 4. It's going to be Logan Rumsey with heat race number 2. Dylan Wilson 2nd. Majulis comes home in 3rd. Jacob Fields 4th. Now we'll round out your transfer.
As we take a look at your official results here on the board, it's Logan Rumsey, Dylan Wilson, Jacob Fields, Blake Majulis, your top 4 going to the main event tonight. Evan C., Camden Johnston, Travis St. Clair, Matthew Selby, Cody Sieber, Jamie Gilpin, Justin Brown, Jason Cord, and Zachary Teener. Round out your field, and here's your starting lineup for heat race number 3. And on the pole, he hails from Florida. Car number 2, the House of Speed car. It's Dylan Hauser. To his outside, it's Cameron Kaysen in a 27.
Row number 2 on the inside out of Canada. It's the 12 from ABR Sim Sports. It is Alex Bergeron. To his outside, Mid-South number 99. It's Chase Hardy.
Starting 5th tonight, we got Barrett Bishop in the 3, and on his outside, we got Chance Carr in the 36.
On row number 4 from the Mid-South, the car number 30 is Josh Bolin. To his outside for Texas, car number 17, it's Lane Smith.
Inside of row number 5, it's Aiden Beerline, the 32. To his outside, D1RT's 28, Trevor Fitz.
Starting 11th tonight, we got Tanner Berquist in the 49. On his outside, starting 12th, we got Mario Perez, the 3rd.
And Daniel Mills will round out your starting grid here tonight for heat race number 3, brought to you by SEEBER'S Sim Sports. Also, want to thank Majulis Speed Shop. And slick on there in the corner of the right-hand side of your screen. Racing Graphics, sponsor or not, and SEEBER'S Media, Racing Media that is. The lights will go out. We're going to let them loose for another 10 laps in their top 4. We'll transfer to the main event. Daniel Mills not making the call. And what's so funny, got so used to calling NASCAR BJ, it's like I don't know where stuff is no more.
Yeah, it is starting to trip me up a little bit, but man, it sure is nice to be back on dirt. It's nice to see the classic overlays, man. I feel at home once again.
You feel at home, I feel out of my element, so we're even.
All right, the pace car makes a hard left-hand turn into the infield. Hauser on the loud pedal. Out of turn number 4, we're back to racing, and we're heat racing number 3. Into turn number 1, give it to Hauser. Bergeron digs it deep there. He slides up in front of the 18 of Casey. Casey back underneath about turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Look at Hardy in that 99 machine. He's battling with Bishop. That 3rd spot goes to Bergeron. Casey moves up to 2nd. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. It's going to be Hauser leading lap number 1.
For a moment there, Barry Bishop had a nose to the inside of Bergeron, looking 3 wide down the front straightaway, but not enough going for him as Bergeron maintains that 2nd position. Side by side for third now between Bishop and Kaysen. Kaysen on the inside, Bishop on the outside. Bishop slings way up to the cushion. Kaysen stays right down to the bottom, trying to get that little bit of grip off the bottom of turns 1 and 2. Does not have the momentum. Don't back straight away though, but Kaysen gets into the Bishop gets into the outside wall rather.
As we see on the battle raging continues here for that final transfer spot. We got Bishop, Carson, Hardy all battling for the final transfer spot here, BJ.
Tight battle going on for the transfer. We've seen it 2 heats in a row now. Now looking at it for a third heat, side by side. Now starting a single file back out for those positions. Still leading the way though, Dylan Hauser in the 2 machine, pulling away from Alex Bergeron on a second. Barrett Bishop doing everything he can to chase down Alex Bergeron.
So we see all the front 4 drivers starting single file out. And it seems like the high line is starting to show its head here. If you see the middle line is starting to slick off. It looks like Hauser's running that what you call that slider line, BJ, correct me if I'm wrong. Slider line. I've heard that a lot.
When they come enter in the bottom and slide up the track, that would be a slider.
Hey, I'm learning.
As you're on board with Alex Bergeron with 2 laps to go as he tries to trace down your race leader of Dylan Hauser. In his hip pocket is Barrett Bishop. Bishop stays up top there. Look at the 12, trying to pull up the slide job. Could not make it done. White flag is out. 1 more to go for the House of Speed driver, Dylan Hauser. For the final time into turn number 3, coming out of turn number 4. Out of Florida, car number 2, it's going to be Dylan Hauser picking up the win. Bergeron comes home second. Bishop in third. Kaysen in fourth. That is your top 5 for heat race number 3, or your top 4. I'll transfer it on. Let's see here, looking at your results here on the board, your official results. Hauser, Bergeron, Bishop, Kaysen, Smith, Hardy, Beerline, Carr, Fritz, Perez, Bolin, Berquist, and Mills. Here's your starting lineup for heat race number 4. And on the pole in the Apex Industries, car number 13 is Damian Kiefer to his outside from Carolina. Car number 2 is Jesse Wall.
Inside row number 2 from CFM Esports, it's going to be Carl Kilgore in the 999. To his outside from Team Lunatic, it's the 4, Justin Norwood.
Inside of road number 3, we got Nathan Waddle in the 5. On his outside, we got Logan Robney. Is that how you say it? In the 316.
In your 4th row inside the Powerhouse Performance, car number 45 is Jarrett Jones. And to his outside, the Max Strip Sim Sports, car number 171 is Brendan Freeberg.
Row number 5 on the inside, it's a Dalton Gouthier in the 43. To his outside, the 22 of Brandon Kitchen.
Starting 11th tonight, we got Scott Smith on his outside. There he goes. Bailey Dutton in the 50.
And rounding out your field tonight in the Mud Ducks Racing car number, I believe it's going to be car number 12. It's Ben Cootermarsh. There you go. You're watching Ultimate Dirt TV.
Unless he's changed, it would be the 12. Damian Kiefer would be in, I believe, the 0. Jesse Walls the 2. Carl Kilgore 999. Norwood, Waddle, those ones are all right. Logan Romney, I'd assume being a 3-digit number that his would be right, but I'm not sure.
I wish they would match the numbers up, make our life so much easier.
It's all right. But Labor Day Lightning, the SEEBER'S Racing Media, 357 to win tonight. Here we go. We're fixing to go green out of turn number 4. The pace car looking to pull in. Your top 4 making it to the future. Green flag is out. Good start for Damian Kiefer there. Jesse Wall, that 2 machine on the outside, looking to the inside, the number 9. That's Carl Kilgore, the 999 machine. Look at Justin Norwood on the outside there. Norwood and 3 wide, because there's Nathan Waddle, 4 wide. beating and banging. We got one on the side, one around. That's Justin Norwood. Caution out.
Unfortunate turn of events for Norwood, showing his displeasure over the radio. Kiefer's actually in a 21. Surprise, surprise. You see the replay, 4 wide down the back straightaway, contact all over the place. Norwood just gets shoved up into the wall from the contact, flipping over. I've been in those situations and it's not fun, so I feel for it.
Well,
One thing that I... sorry, Steve, go ahead.
You know, they all started with like a little bit of 4, almost 5 wide action there.
Yeah, everybody fighting everything they've got to get those transfer positions. Big field and not a lot of positions to have. So everybody's going for everything they can get.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, one thing too is I'm glad these cars are able to flip like that and get back on 4 wheels and keep going, because if that's where I come from, that car's done for the rest of the day. So at least for this specific race. So glad to see these cars able to flip like that and get back on 4 wheels and be able to stay in contention.
Definitely. But they'll always work out that way, I can promise you that.
No, it does not. And the unfortunate thing for a lot of these drivers out here now that have damage on their cars from that, especially damage on the rear spoiler, is here at Knoxville. It's one of the tracks that aerodynamics is very, very important on the late models here. So good chance we'll see some of these drivers with damages falling back or struggling to keep up.
It's like a 1.5 mile type racing here, huh? You know, aerodynamics kind of are playing a factor, and I'm trying to compare it to where I come from. So,
yeah.
We're back to racing. Into turn number 1, the 21 of Kiefer. Look at the 999 of Carl Kilgore there. Jesse Wall in that 3rd spot. There's Brandon Freeberg in the final transfer. Freeberg, he drifts up 3 wide for 3rd out of turn number 4 as the 45 looking to make his name into the top. Oh, he messes up. That's Jarrett Jones. He's going to fall back quickly. Carl Kilgore drops to the final transfer spot in the 4th position. Jesse Wall is 2nd. There's Damian Kiefer. He's ripping the lip out of turn number 4 as we complete lap number 3 here in Knoxville.
High side really starting to come in strong for Damian Kiefer as he is digging up there on that
45
cushion.
in trouble.
Just flying off of 45. Issues once again for Jarrett Jones. See him slow down on the apron. That rear end's just hiked way up in the air. It doesn't look like he's really on it. We'll see right. Yeah, wrong one.
Yep.
That's our first caution.
That was the initial.
That
was the first caution.
Yeah.
That's what happens when your name flags so many times, huh? All right, there's the correct one. There you see Jared Jones looking inside to the 26 there. Gets over the inside berm there. And Scott Smith had nowhere to go.
It just tried to stick his nose on the bottom where there really wasn't a bottom. A left, stuck it 3 wide, hit the berm, and went for a ride in that 45. It's hard to see on the broadcast. Some of our camera angles, when we get down close, we'll be able to see it. But there's a berm down there. It's a good, most of it there's a good, what, Steve? Probably about a foot tall. When you hit it with the front of your car, man, it's hard to tell exactly where you're going to end up going.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I was watching the Knoxville Nats, and they were on the broadcast and saying how big the berm is. These for the sprint cars. I only can imagine what contacts they were having with it and how more violent this would be in the super late models.
As we're on the nose cam, back to green flag racing here. The 21, Damian Kiefer. There's the 171 there. Brandon Freeberg is like, oh, we got couple around, one upside down. And that looks like Brandon Gunther and Dalton Gunther and Brandon Kitchens involved in that.
And Kitchens with heavy damage on that machine now. He's going to have a long way to go here in the night if he's going to make the feature. We see the 79 just looks like he might have pushed a little tight, caught the right front. I believe that was the 23. See him back there involved now. Gutho just nowhere to go for him either. Just kind of gets stuck in that one there.
And restarts here, BJ, are going single file for the rest of this one.
That is understandable. Most cautions of the night so far here in heat number 4. Admins have made the decision to go single file. Definitely agree with the call. We're right on board with the leader, Damian Kiefer. A little look around the track. Yep. Should be able to see here in just a moment. Right there's that berm that we were just talking about. It is probably right about 12 inches higher surface level than what the inside of the track is. So you take 12 inches and put it out in front of your car and you drive about 130 miles an hour cattywampus a little bit sideways and hit that and see just how your car reacts. You'll know what these drivers are going through.
As we're on board for the restart here. Here is Brandon Freeberg alongside the 2 machine. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. There you see Jesse Wall.
Caution on the track once again. Bailey Dutton involved in this one.
Well, this heat race is having lots of problems in it, but that's all right.
It's the nature of dirt racing.
There's always that one, even in real life.
Oh, he got a little help from Scott Smith in the 53 machine.
Smith just happened to find the back bumper of him right there. Caught him going around. Race control looking right now to see if there's anything else that came into play or if that driver just hooked him and went.
Well, nice look there off the 999 of Carl Kilgore's machine.
So time is actually up. This should be the final lap. Green flag is out. And checkered flag is out.
Well, they used their time limit up. Those showing checkered. That race is over with. Let's go ahead and look at your final results on the board. Then we go last chance qualifying. Damian Kiefer, Jesse Wall, Brandon Freeberg, Carl Kilgore. Your top 4 making it on to the future. Here's your starting lineup for LCQ number 1 and on the pole. From New York, it's Nick Cooper at 35. To his outside is Lane Smith.
Inside row number 2 is going to be the 318 of Matthew Catania. To his outside is the 99. It's Chase Hardy.
Starting 5th tonight, we got Tristan LeDoucher in the 92. On his outside, starting 6th, we got Aiden Berlin.
At row number 4, car number 48, the Victory Lane Racing, it's Dylan Yeager. To his outside, the Rocket Esports, car number 36, Chance Carr.
Row number 5 on the inside is the 02 of Nick Baum. To his outside, the D1RT Racing number 28 is Trevor Fitz.
Starting 11th tonight, we got Drew Hopkins hailing from the United States. On his outside from Speedworks Mafia, we got Mario Perez III in the 71.
Paul Hollander roll off 13th, and Josh Bullen in car number 30 roll off 14th tonight.
Row number 8 on the inside is Brayson Riddle Motorsports 116 Brayson Riddle. To his outside is the 49 of Tanner Berquist.
Hailing from Florida, we got Trey Mills tonight in the starting 17th tonight. On his outside, starting 18th, we got Daniel Mills from the Mid-South.
And again, Daniel Mills not making the call here in LCQ number 1. Not too sure how many drivers are taken out of this one.
It says
Four.
4.
All right.
4 and 4.
There you have it. Top 4 making their way into tonight's feature race.
Making their way downtown.
In the last heat, we ran out of time. 8 minutes to make 12 laps is their limit here in the B mains. However, we have 10 minutes to make 12 laps. So see if these guys can pull it together and have a better run than what they did in heat number 4.
All right, the pace car making a left-hand turn. We're on the loud pedal. Green flag is out for Nick Cooper. Good start for him in turn number 1. Cooper and Smith continue in the 3rd spot. 4th is Chase Hardy right now. 4 wide out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Look at Chase Hardy making his way up to the 3rd spot. Oh, Lane Smith, he throws it deep and tries to sell cheap out of turn number 4. Give it to Cooper, lead lap number 1.
Side by side for that second position lane. Smith sending it up to the top side with the slider. Does not make a stick though. Chase Hardy continues to maintain position. 3 wide now for 3rd. Yeager on the inside is trying to make a comeback after that issue he had in his heat race. Running right down on the bottom. It's right on a back bumper right now of LeDoucher.
Oh, we got a car in the wall. It's like that might have been LeDouche. We got cars everywhere bouncing all over each other. I can't tell who exactly where or what number, but holy mackerel.
Trevor Fritz bringing out that caution upside down.
We watch that one play out. We'll take another look at it. Here you see Aiden Beerline get up into the wall right there. Everybody ducking all over the place to get by him. Trevor Fitz catches the nose of LeDoucher. Gets him sideways, slows him down. Drivers behind just kind of got stuck with nowhere to go. Beerline struggling here tonight. Got stuck on that cushion. The new update that we have here on iRacing, that cushion grabs a hold of the right rear of these cars hard and straightens them out. And I think that's what we just saw right there happen to Aiden Beerline. So he got tight and pushed up into the wall.
That's how you pronounce his name. Got it. Again, my bad.
Aiden Beerline is, if I'm not mistaken, 14 years old.
Damn, son.
Was a pro driver for the sprint cars last season. Very talented driver.
Did he race in real life? Do you know?
Do not think so.
He has not recently. I do know that. But he's doing the sport he loves most. Being out here in the sim world. A lot of you know that Aiden Beerline lost his father earlier this summer. So, still everybody out there still sends their thoughts and everything to the Beerline family, because you know what? It's been a little bit, but
it's tough.
It's tough.
And from experience, it does not get any easier, my man. So just take it easy day by day and do what you have to do. But my condolences to you and your family.
Well, his mother's watching tonight. Anna Marie. Green flag is out. Cooper on outside. There is Lane Smith. Aiden Beerline now up to 3rd. 3 wide there. 99 got shut in the wall because they ran out of room. You look at Dylan Yeager from the bottom, out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Into turn number 1. Some good racing, battling all over this track.
Beerline up 5 spots to get into second. Now battling with Nick Cooper for the race lead. Cooper in the 14 up there, right on the high side, digging for everything he's got on that cushion. Beerline making that bottom side work really good right now. Most everybody's running either the top side or that strip of tack right through the middle high side. Beer line, one of the lone cars running the bottom, making it work, doing everything he's got to do. See him right there side by side for the race lead. Cooper still got it at the stripe, but not by much. Yeager has position down into turn number 1.
Now, BJ, would you want to have the top 4 battling out like this? Would you want them to ride single file out and get it to the feature?
It's race. we ain't looking at NASCAR. We're racing.
NASCAR.
As you look right here, there is a gaggle of cars. Katina Perez, Hollander there, and there is Tristan. All battling out, but back up front, Dylan Yeager takes over the lead with the 14 of Cooper on outside. Out of turn number 4, we're going to complete lap number 8. On lap number 9, Cooper trying to battle back on the high side. You've got Ada Miller on Chase Hardy, your top 4. That's in the transfer. On the outside looking in is the 157 of Drew Hopkins. Side-by-side battle into turn number 3. Yeager on the bottom, Cooper up top as we come to complete lap number 9.
You talk about Cooper being on the outside looking in. He's formerly one of the faster drivers on iRace, if I'm not mistaken. Still maintains his pro license racing in the Pro Series. Right now, he is struggling out here tonight. He is not even looking like he's going to make the feature, and that might have spoke too soon. He gets the position over Chase Hardy. Hardy up into the wall. It's going to give the position to Hopkins with very little pressure, but still battling for the lead. Coming into turn number 3, Cooper had it. Yeager's right there, though. Coming out of turn number 4, it's going to be Yeager taking the white flag. Last lap.
Yep, last lap on this CMA coming out of turn number 2 for the final time. Yeager still has the finite edge over Cooper. Looks like Yeager is still ripping that bottom line. And it's like it's going to be a side by side. It's like it's going to be Yeager.
Dylan Yeager
take the win.
How about that? Cooper is second, Beer Line, and Hopkins your top 4, making it to the feature. As we take a look at your official results here on the board, Dylan Yeager, Nick Cooper, Ada Beer Line, Drew Hopkins, Josh Bowen come on 4th, Tristan, Mario, Matthew, Trey, Chase Hardy will come on 11th. Lane, Chance, Tanner, Nick Baum, Bryson, Trevor, and Daniel Mills. Here's your starting lineup for LCQ number 2. And on the pole, the Victory Lane Racing car number 33, it's Evan C. It's his outside. The Apex Industries car number 5 is Nathan Waddall.
Row number 2 on the inside is CFM Esports number 39, Camden Johnson. To his outside, the 316 of Logan Romney.
Travis St. Clair starts 5th, and Justin Norwood starts 6th.
And on your 4th row, inside the Powerhouse Performance, car number 46 is Matthew Selby. It's his outside the Powerhouse Performance. His teammate, car number 45, is Jared Jones.
Max Droop Sim Sports 357 on the inside. It's going to be Cody Sieber. To his outside, it's going to be the Michigan's number 22, Brandon Kitchen.
Driving the 11th car and starting 11th, we got Jamie Gilpin on his outside. We got Dylan Guther in the 43.
And on your 7th row, to the inside for the Mid-South, car number 21 is Justin Brown. To his outside, the Shake and Bake Motorsports, car number 50, it's Bailey Dutton.
Inside row number 8 is going to be Side Bite Motorsports 001. It's Corn time. It's Jason Corn. To his outside, Side Bite Motorsports number 53, Scott Smith.
Inside row number 9, we got Zachary Tenner in the 03 on his outside. We got Ben Kudermarsh in the 51.
Well, you know, Bailey Dutton there, I'm not sure the Shake and Bake Motorsports are making chicken. I want to say that reference might be to something else, but who knows?
Talladega Nights. Just say that.
There you go.
You ain't first or last. Let me see. I'm the best there is.
As there you see Travis St. Clair. As we're on his onboard there.
You know, him and Evan C as well, not normally seeing those two drivers in a B main, but we do here tonight. Green flag is out. Evan C bringing us down the front straightaway. He's got the lead through turns 1 and 2, side by side for 2nd, 3rd, side by side for 4th and 5th now. Sinclair to the inside of believe that is Selby there on his outside. No, that is Nathan Waddle for 5th and 6.
So the battle for 4th is now deteriorated. We got a car sideways. That was the 7 of, I believe, SEEBER. Looks like everyone's able to get it all figured back out. Single filed back out toward. He's still in the wall. We still got contact. One's over on the edge. Upside down. Caution out.
Scott Smith bringing out that caution, roll it over in turn number 4. That stuff started right there. They're everywhere on track.
If you ask me, it looks like the 7 car just kind of started causing a checkup when he got up into the wall. But I was kind of scrambling to try to get by him. And just running out of room for the scramble.
And one thing I noticed too, whenever I did the super late model money race for, I believe was Bluegrass? I don't remember, but you cannot stop these cars on a dime like you can on asphalt. So you did a big checkup, and you're some pinball at that point.
Hey, you just gotta know how to whip it.
If you're a rookie like me, you don't know how to whip it. So
whip it real good.
I don't know what to say now.
I made Steve speechless. That never happens.
We did it, DJ. We did it.
The lights are out on the pace car, lining them back up. Evan C still leading the way. Waddle on his outside, row number 2, Norwood and Johnston. Oh, lights were not out. I lied to you. Whoopsie.
Out of the way, I'm pushing P. I don't know what Nathan Waddle's saying there, but something.
I think he's saying he gotta go to the pot.
There's Justin Norwood, just a regular racer, love to race anything.
All right.
There's Camden Johnston there. As we're back to racing out, turn number 4, Evan C on the loud pedal. Good start for Evan C. Nathan Waddle in that second spot there. Third is Matthew Selby. He slides up, and here it comes. Camden Johnson battling back on outside. And Justin Norwood on outside looking in there in that 5th spot. The 46 to the bottom, the 4 on that is outside. As they come out of turn number 4, they're side by side for the transfer. Give it to Norwood in the final transfer.
Top 4 drivers now starting to single file out and working to pull away from Sinclair and Selby. Those 2 drivers battling for that 5th position this early in the B main. I think I just kind of single file out knowing both those drivers are quick. Selby makes a mistake though. He's up into the wall, nearly having contact between him and SEEBER. That allows Sinclair to be freed up and start running down 4th place of Justin Norwood.
So we see now the battle on screen is between Waddle and Johnston. It looks like they're able to get single filed out, but as you said, he made a huge mistake and allowed St. Clair to pull up in that 5th position, and now his eyes are on that foundation for spot of the 4 of Norwood here, Steve.
And look a little further back there, you see Matthew Selby in this running in 6th, Cody SEEBER in 7th. There's Jared Jones in the 45, currently running in the 8th spot. Logan Romney there in 9th. And then you have Dalton Guthrie there battling with them. There's the 45 and Jared Jones in the 8th spot. A little further back, you see the 10 machinist, Zachary Teener. And there's Jason Cord currently running in 12th. But meanwhile, out front is the 33 of Evan C. in the Victory Lane Racing.
Evan C with a commanding lead as we would have expected. It's really surprising to even see him in a B main, but here he is running away with it. Nathan Waddle trying everything he can to run him down. Sinclair now taking a look to the inside of Norwood. Those 2 drivers side by side once again down into turn number 1.
You see Evan C or C is starting to pull away. The battle is currently on the position now for the final transfer spot. Now we have Johnston, Norwood, and St. Clair all battling out for that final transfer spot. As we see on screen, Norwood and St. Clair. St. Clair's on the outside, Norwood's on the inside. Correct me if I'm wrong. Not to correct that.
Nope, you got it right. St. Clair was
I
on
did.
the
Hey.
inside.
Woo.
The white flag is out for Evans Say into turn number 1. Nathan Waddle, Caleb Johnson, Justin Norwood, your top 4. Travis St. Clair on the outside looking in, but the final time into turn number 3. Coming out turn number 4, picking up your B-main win. Give it to Evans Say. Nathan Waddle, Camden Johnston, and Justin Norwood all going to the future.
Good run for those drivers. That was interesting. Just a quick little statistic here. We had 6 pro drivers in that B main.
Well, that's a lot.
Yes, it is. And some of them didn't even make it. So, best of luck next time.
As you took a look at your official results there, Evans C, Nathan Waddle, Camden Johnson, Justin Norwood, your top 5 or top 4, making it to the future. Travis St. Clair, Matthew Selby, Cody Sieber, Dalton Gunther, Sherrod Jones, Bailey Dutton, Zachary Tanner, Scott Smith, Jamie Gelpin, Jason Gordon, Logan Romney, Justin Brown, Brandon Kitchens, and Ben Kudermars round out. All right, we got a little bit of warm up. We'll be right back with after the national anthem.
Oh, sweet, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we had, and it twilight last those blood sparks and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran
All right, welcome back here on Ultimate Dirt TV, as there's some track prep going on. So they're going to take some time into this final practice before we go feature race action. They're trying to get the multiple grooves working, so bear with us. We'll play some music. Oh, we'll be right back. If All right, give you a quick little update here. Here we're hot final warm up, and they're trying to break the track in, get some good racing side by side action. So bear with us with a few more minutes, and we'll be back with feature race action.
Inside row number 2 from Florida, it's the 2 machine of Dylan Houser. 2 is outside the Apex Industries number 21, Damian Kiefer.
Starting the inside of road number 3. In the 5th position, we got Colton Herbert in the 26. On his outside, starting 6th, we got Dylan Wilson, 34.
All right, so let me go back to your front row since you didn't hear me on there. On your front row in the D102 Racing is Jasmine Busby, and to his outside is Logan Rumsey. And on your fourth row tonight, number 12, it's Alex Bergeron and Jesse Wallace is outside.
Row number 5 on the inside is going to be the 80 of Jacob Herberts. To his outside, the 007, it's Jacob Fields.
Starting 11th tonight, we got Barrett Bishop in the 3, and his outside, Brandon Freeberg in the 171.
row number 8 is going to be Georgia's 27 of Cameron Kaysen, who's outside CFME Sports 999, Carl Kilgore.
Starting 17th, we got Dylan Yeager on his outside, Evan C. in 18th.
Look off here to the lead. Find the big wall.
Aiden Beerline in the 13, inside of row number 11, who is outside Camden Johnston in the 39.
Drew Hopkins starts off 23rd on his outside, Justin Norwood for 24.
Run that corner tonight to be the number 29 or 23. It's Ethan Toter. Lights are out. We're fixing to go racing for 50 laps here. Logan Rumsey and Desmond Busby. Busby on the lot, but we're racing here at Knoxville. The Labor Day Lightning Show from the Super Late Ball, $357 to win. Busby with a good call and good start there. Hauser up to second, 41. Logan Rumsey falls to third. Garber in the fourth position, battling side by side. Out of turn number 4. Look out, there it comes. Damian Kiefer and Dylan Wilson. Oh, Kiefer gets a short end of the stick. 4 wide there. Middle of the pack. Oh,
We have trouble.
Evan C involved. Damian Kiefer involved.
Heavy damage to the 21 of Damian Kiefer. Heavy contact from the 6. I believe that was Colton Herbert that sent him up into the water. So downhill from there, several cars getting contact from that. We're seeing some damages to the whole front bumper.
Well, first you look, Damian Kiefer got the ball, got himself corrected, did an 80. And 2, I believe Jesse Wall made contact shooting at 80 up into
Able to get his damage repaired and back on track. Fortunately for him to have one foot repair.
I'll take the back and the 80 battle side by side.
We keep on rolling up. 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 We keep on rolling up.
Lights should go out on the pace car at this time, as they do. And Bryson brings to the green.
Put me on the spot here, Steve. I like it. As the field comes out of turn number 2, we still have 57, or excuse me, I am so sorry, 47 laps to go here in this feature, as we're still waiting for the pace truck to make that left turn off of the track, as the field is now in Busby's hands. Busby is on the loud pedal and back to green. Hauser's following in suit, and holy crap, all right, Rumsey, Herbert, Burlington, Bergeron, and Wilson, Bishop, Majulis, Herbert, and Yeager round out your top 10. As we see on screen right now, the battle is for that 5th and 6th position between Wilson and Bergeron here battling in turn number 1.
Thanks, Bob. There we go. Desmond Busby and Hauser out front. Busby trying to collect that $357 as Hauser looks to the inside out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Hauser alongside him. Hauser will slide up across the snoot of Desmond Busby, crosses back over, under, and at the line, give it to Hauser. Now Busby battling hard. Hauser pinching him down there. Is out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Logan Rumsey and Colton Herbert are your top 4. There's Dylan Wilson in 5th. Alex Bergeron and Blake Majulis. But right now, look at the 2 out front.
So he really thrives in these types of races when it comes down to the money. He is on it. He is ready to go. Logan Rumsey now looking to make a move on Busby for that second position. A little bit of contact, some door rubbing down on the bottom. It's kind of a one-line track right down tight against the bottom right now. You see drivers fighting for those for that line. Rumsey right now following in pursuit with Hauser getting those positions. Here comes the 6. That is Colton Herbert looking at the back bumper of Desmond Busby.
You see the top 4 are starting to single file. It seems like the whole field is starting to single file out here, BJ. As I say that, the 14, I don't know exactly who's Jesse Wall. Is that who it is? Excuse me?
I believe it is. And Justin Norwood in the 4. That's
There
Drew
we go.
Hopkins
Caught
in
up.
157 there.
Nick Cooper's in the 14. Jesse Wall is in the 2.
There's another battle going on with the 999 of Carl Kilgore, the 007 of Fields and Herbert there. As they're battling side by side. Meanwhile, up front, it's all Dylan Hauser. Logan Rumsey moves up to that second spot. Busby falls back to third. He was your pole sitter tonight after winning his first heat race, or heat race number 1. There's Colton Herbert still in that third position. Blake Majulis in that 5th spot there with Alex Bergeron in 6th. There's Kaysen into 18, and Dylan Wilson's falling back to 8th. Meanwhile, up front, these 3 drivers are starting to pull away from the rest of the field as they come out to turn number 4. We complete lap number 12 in this 50-lap main event.
Julius currently up 9 spots to make his way into that top 5. I haven't seen one driver I would have expected to see come through the field with that earlier incident. He has parked it for the night, it looks like, down 3 laps, but everybody's starting to single file out now, being led by Dylan Hauser, Logan Rumsey, Desmond Busby. And on back through the field, Cameron Kaysen, he's coming through the field as well. He's up 8 spots, sitting in 7th right now, and look for more.
As we see on screen, Logan Rumsey is still in that second position, but he is on fire from the 2 or second place running of Busby, the pole sitter tonight. As we see they're now they're side by side on the backstretch. We got Rumsey was able to cut off Busby heading into turn number 3 and 4. Rumsey has the advantage on the front stretch.
As you look at Busby, gets around. There comes crossing back underneath. There's the 41 of Logan Rumsey side by side action into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4 to complete lap number 16, giving it to Dylan Hauser, Logan Rumsey, and Desmond Busby, your top 3. The 6 of Colton Herbert, he's digging it there. Slides up a little bit. That's going to allow Blake Majulis to close in. Majulis in the 5th spot there, goes to the inside. Side by side, this is for 4th spot out of turn number 4 at the line. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Colton Herbert at the line.
Slider coming into turn number 1. Majulis now has a position. Herbert looking back underneath. He's going to try to give it right back to him. There it is. See what Majulis does here. Looks back to the inside, side by side. Still Colton Herbert with the position. These 2 just trading sliders. Lap after lap. One of them's got to try to lock it down. If they don't, they're going to start losing ground to these 2 drivers in front of them.
Exactly right. And we're still seeing them battle sliders back and forth. Majulis, he's won a lot of the World of Thunder. He's also won a lot of the Pro Series. He can get it done here with the super late models. As we see on screen, the leader of Hauser, Rumsey, and Busby are able to start pulling away from that battle we were talking about earlier between Hubbard and Majulis.
As you see side-by-side action, they haven't let up. It's the 41 and the 82 still battling. Slide jobs crossing each other over. They're doing one hell of a job here tonight for that 2nd spot. They're coming out of turn number 4. Oh, the Busby looked like got into him a little bit. As there, Colton Herbert on the outside, but Jules, they're still battling for that 4th and 5th position. They're trading spots left and right. Bergeron still in that 6th position. There's Cameron Kaysen there and Dylan Wilson. Wilson also battling with Barrett Bishop. There's Brandon Freeberg running the top shelf as Ethan Toder looks to pass them underneath. Oh, the 80 and who is it? Barrett Bishop around on the back on not the back straightaway, but turn number 2 there. Going into the back straightaway, and I got a feeling he's not happy with Dylan Wilson. They just make contact going into turn number 1.
And you know that contact happened there. It looked like Bishop come up on Wilson there, just caught the nose of him and hooked, driving both of them up to the wall. And Wilson just basically said, "I'm not falling back for this. I am not going to the rear end for this." Stayed in it and got out from underneath of him and kept on going. I do definitely feel like that. A lot of that could have been avoided just by letting up, getting off the gas, and allowing both drivers to straighten out once they both hit the wall.
Well, that allows the drivers to rack them and stack them. And another chance for some of these drivers that fell back deep into the field. Dylan Hauser, your race leader. Logan Rumsey, the 82, and Desmond Busby and Blake Bajulis. Then you got Colton Herbert in 5th. 6th would be Alex Bergeron. 7th is Cameron Case and Ethan Toder. Brandon Freeberg, Nathan Waddle, your top 10. Carl Kilgore sitting at 11th. Camden Johnson, Jacob Fields, Nick Cooper, Jesse Wall, Damian Kiefer, Justin Norwood, Aiden Beerline, Dylan Yeager, Jacob Herbert, Drew Hopkins, Dylan Wilson, and Barrett Bishop. Evan C. out of the race. As the driver's been told over the race receivers to double them up, we're going to let them loose out of turn number 2, as again they're racked and stacked for this restart.
One thing that I see that I'm used to seeing on dirt is they're not using the Delaware double.
No, not everybody does that.
I'm used to seeing that now.
Green flag is back out. We're back to racing out turn number 4. Good start for Dylan Hauser. The 127 looks into the inside of Rumsey. His slide up and tab dip against William Room to Rumsey. Rumsey on outside to 82. On outside, looking in. Into turn number 3. The battle for second still going on. Rumsey way out high. Bajulis on the bottom at the line. Giving it late for Bajulis. Now Busby to the inside of the 41.
Bajulis been making that inside line work through 3 and 4. Slider line 1 and 2. Him and Hauser both running that line. Bajulis up 12 spots, made his way into second, looking to run down Hauser now as they hit the striper halfway down, halfway to go. His top 3 right now is Hauser, Bajulis, and Rumsey, but Busby is fighting back, wanting to get that podium position once again.
As we see, after that we got Bergeron, Herbert, and Toder. They're not far behind. They just need one mistake and they're back in the fight for the podium. As we see on screen right now, Cameron Carson, Dylan Hauser. We're going to go back up front with Hauser. The battle is now on for the lead. Welcome to the show. Blake Majulis is now ripping the high line. He changed the position back up. Now he's ripping the cushion. And so the cushion's able to widen. The track's starting to widen out. So Hauser is still rocking that bottom line. It's like them 2 are still at the bottom line here in 1 and 2. The higher line is starting to separate lines in 3 and 4.
As right now, you can look at the 127. He's knocking on the door of the 2 machine of Dylan Hauser. Down the front straightaway. Busby still at the top of 3. Logan Rumsey has fallen back to 4th. Bergeron looking to his inside there. Rumsey ripping the lip out too. He'll maintain that 4th position. Look at Ethan Toder up 7 spots, and Cameron Case there at 18. He's up 8 spots there, and so is Carl Kilgore. Kilgore in the 8th position. Colton Herbert's fallen back 4 positions up to that 9th spot. There is Jacob Fields in the 007. Nathan Waddle at 9 spots. There's Jesse Wall. But meanwhile, up front, there you are, stacked on the inside lane. Only Logan Rumsey working the outside.
Bajulis now under heavy pressure from Busby. The top 3 all sticking extremely close, nose to tail. Bajulis goes up to the middle. He's going to run a short slider to the high side. See if it works for him as he's got Busby now on his inside. Oh, car upside down now.
Damian Kiefer.
Unfortunate run for Damian Kiefer, continuing started up inside the top 4, now looks to sit pit side. Just got himself in a bit of a mess right there, was unable to recover from the earlier incident.
Looks like Dylan Yeager just barely gets into the back of Damian Kiefer. And that gets him all kind of cockeyed there. The 157 Drew Hopkins has nowhere to go and finishes him off. And there's your race leader.
He's waiting on the pace car to catch him. So nobody's going to receive any fault for that one. Sounds like it's just going to be ruled a racing deal. 3-4 wide. Just one thing leading to another. Driver's stuck with nowhere to go. Caution coming out. So still up front, Dylan Hauser being followed by the 127 Blake Majulis, Desmond Busby third, Logan Rumsey fourth, and Alex Bergeron rounding out the top 5.
Well, I want to thank Sieber Racing Media, Slick Racing or Race Graphics, Miss Jules Say Speed Shop, sponsoring tonight's race. $357 to win. Read that real fast. I thought John Darby was gonna throw out some dirty laundry, but that's to talk about dirty air. I thought he was gonna let us have some, dirty laundry and tell us something juicy, but I misread that. Green flag is in the air. Hauser brings us back to the green. Out turn number 4. Majulis and Busby. Rumsey on the outside. Hauser goes high. That allows Majulis to the inside. A drag race down the back straightaway. Oh, looks like they made a little bit of contact side by side out of turn number 4. It looks like we might have a new race leader at the line. Do we? No, we do not. Give it back to Hauser. Hauser, race leader on lap number 34.
Hauser changing his lineup after that restart. Bottom side's been working. Now he slides from the bottom to the top in 3 and 4. Majulis stays out to the high side, running the cushion. Side by side for third. Now it's Rumsey and Busby. The high side really seems to be coming in now that these guys have allowed their tires to cool off just a little bit there under the caution.
If the battle continues on for that 3rd and 4th position, we have a whole gaggle of cars back from 5th on back all the way to 20th. They are still elbows up, battling door to door, wheel to wheel, as we see on screen. Caution out on the speedway.
The caution out for, I believe, Aiden Beerline in the 13. Beerline up against the wall there. I see a car in the wall. So Beerline down bottom, he slides up. Herbert gets it to the back of him, and around goes Beerline. Tough luck for that young man, as he will tag the rear.
An unfortunate turn of events for him. Back up front, though, side by side, getting ready to come back to the green once again. It's Hauser and Majulis side by side.
Well, in dirt track terms, racked and stacked. We're ready to go back to racing. Logan Rumsey in row number 2 there. There is Busby on his outside. Hauser fires there. We're back to racing. That's gonna that start there really got Blake Majulis all kinds of he had to check up that allowed Logan Rumsey to get alongside of him. And they're still battling in turns number 3, coming out turn number 4. Down the front straight away. Rumsey looking to the inside, looking to take over that second spot. He's tried everything, but Julius just powerful on the outside. And look into turn number 3, give it to Rumsey for that second spot there.
Julius and Hauser both running the same line, both running the slider around. Right now it's working better for Hauser than it is for Julius. Hauser also able to get lower on entry, so he doesn't have anybody to his inside. Not able to get all the way down to that tack strip on the inside for Julius. He's allowing Rumsey to stick right there with him and allowing Hauser to have that free run of space. Bergeron has pulled his way into that 4th position, now looking to try to get around the outside of Rumsey. Majulis now clears Rumsey. He's able to get down to the inside through 1 and 2. Continues the slide line through 3 and 4, though.
And here comes Bergeron and Busby now entered the picture as well. Now we have the 12 of, I believe that is Rumsey and Bergeron are now battling for that 3rd and 4th position. Further on back to 5th place, we still have the pole sitter of Busby. I thought it was the caution speedway, but that is not correct. That's my fault. And Evan Toder is currently running that high line here, Steve.
Well, meanwhile, Dylan Hauser pulling away from Blake Majulis. Majulis in the freeway battle there. That's where, with Alex Bergeron and Logan Rumsey, Majulis right now in that 2nd spot. Let's look a little further back. Oh, went back there. And who was involved? The 14 of Nick Cooper. Camden Johnston and Jesse Wall involved. I mean, it didn't look good when I saw it happening. But here they go. 4 wide, run down racing room.
It don't really look like anybody would be at fault for that one. There was on Nick Cooper in the wall through 3 and 4. Once they got down the straightaway, they were all straightened out. Just kind of ran out of room there. The track is real tight when you're running 4 wide down the straightaways. And all 4 cars just kind of coming together at the same time, sucking up to that outside wall. Very minimal banking here at Knoxville. It's almost completely flat out there, so the cars do like to drag up to the high side, and I think that has a lot to do with what we just witnessed right there. Once 4 cars get side by side by side by side right there, they just kind of, when they want to drift up, there's nowhere to drift up to.
Definitely. Gets exciting at times, that's for sure. On lap number 43 of 50. Does Majulis have anything for Hauser? Only time can tell.
Lights are out, 6 laps to go. When we go back green, we'll cycle over to the 45th lap, I do believe. No, 7 laps to go. We'll cycle over to the 44th lap when we go back green. So if he's got anything for him, he's gonna have to do it now.
We know one thing is true in all forms of racing here, BJ. Cautions breed cautions.
Oh!
I say that.
Someone just did a somersault. That's Cameron Kaysen into 81.
A lot of drivers very unhappy over the comms about that restart, and understandably so. And we might have some issues with the server. Green flag came right back out there. Not entirely sure what happened.
Very, very odd.
Well, what normally happens is you look at the pace truck. I think they're trying to wait for the pace truck. Pace truck is in turn 2, coming out turn 2 on the back straightaway.
There's a good chance that timing and scoring is going to get messed up. We got several drivers that are in the lead positions, such as Dylan Hauser, that have got black flags for passing under the yellow right there. So we'll be very, very interesting to see what happens here.
See the drivers catching up to the pace vehicle.
I like this race control.
Well, good. He's for sale for $400. You can have him admin your race any night of the week.
$400.
Yeah, you want the best, you got paid the best.
Sheesh. That's what, $200 an hour? No
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah. The voice of the race tonight on the race control, Stephen Calavoda.
I like that name, Calavoda. I like that name too.
Delaying the green once again. Currently trying to get everybody aligned back up in their positions.
There's the pace vehicle. This time it's not waiting too far.
Gotta love a server glitch. It's never fun.
It's not an uncommon thing when the for the server to glitch when the pace car doesn't make it all the way back to its hold position and the caution comes right back out. So it's not an uncommon thing to see a server glitch, especially here on the dirt side. But I think we've got everything sorted back out.
And if you pay Stephen Calvoda the $400, you know, if you're friends with him, make sure he pays me my commission.
Oh, Lord.
Finder's fee.
There you go. Well, it's a start. Wasn't a good start, but it was a start. And we're back to race in. Hauser up front, Rumsey looking to the inside. Balance side by side with the 127 of Blake Majulis. Give it to Rumsey into turn number 3. Down the front straightaway at the line to get Hauser, Majulis, Rumsey, Bergeron, and Busby, your top 5.
As we see on the backstretch, the battles right now is starting to heat up for that second position between Majulis, Rumsey, and Bergeron. Bergeron, Rumsey, and Majulis, all three of them are running that bottom line. As we see now, the slide lines are starting to come in, at least for the leader of Hauser. As we see now, the side-by-side battle is now currently on for that 4th and 5th position here, BJ.
And you will have to give me continue on. I am having extremely bad connections. I am lost sight of it.
There is Dylan Hauser way out in front. Majulis, Bertrand, your top three. There's Logan Rumsey and Desmond Busby. There's a battle going on. There's Jacob Fields in the 6th spot. As we're coming to 2 to go out of turn number 4.
2 to go at the line. Does Blake Majulis have what it takes to pass Hauser to get the money for tonight? As we have 1 lap coming to 1 lap to go. Hauser, Majulis, Bergeron, Rumsey, and Busby, your top 5.
Into turn number 1 for the final time. Hauser out front, the 127, and Bergeron. There is Logan Rumsey in 4th, and Desmond Busby. Coming out of turn number 4, Hauser pushes way wide, but out of turn number 4, your race winner, give it to Dylan Hauser. Blake Majulis comes home 2nd, Alex Bergeron, Logan Rumsey, Desmond Busby, your top 5. Ooh, what a race, what a race.
Definitely an excellent run to the finish. Forgive me, I lost sight of everything there for a moment, but I was able to listen to it.
As you look at Dylan Hauser pull down onto the front straightaway there. Take a look at your feature results, the official results on the board. Hauser, Majulis, Bergeron, Rumsey, and Busby, your top 5. Then you got Fields, Bishop, Freeberg, Dylan Yeager, and Carl Kilgore, your top 10.
Finishing 11th, we got Ethan Toder, 12th, Justin Norwood, 13th, Colton Herbert, 14th, Drew Hopkins, 15th, Camden Johnston, 16th, Dylan Wilson, 17th, Nick Cooper, 18th, Nick Bierlein. 19th is Nathan Waddle, and 20th is Jacob Herberts.
Cameron. Oh, go ahead.
Cameron Kaysen, Jesse Wall, Damian Kiefer, and Evan C. will round out the 24-car field.
Well, look at that. 50 laps at Hauser. Back to where he was. We're about a month ago, BJ. I want to say he won $500 with the Haunts, and then he won $500 with the Bluegrass. And tonight, he wins the SEEBER'S Racing Media presents the Labor Day Lightning Super Late Model Shootout here at Knoxville.
Been on an absolute tear here lately with the money races. Like I mentioned earlier tonight, this is where he thrives. You get him when the money is involved. When it is time to put on a show, he brings out the best equipment. He puts on a show, and he comes home with the win. The majority of the time, it seems like.
He does. He knows when to push the buttons, that's for sure. As we wait to get the drivers in for the post-race interviews.
What was that, Will?
Picking up the win here tonight in car number 2. He hails out of Florida. As Dylan Hauser, congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you, man.
Well, led the majority, actually every lap, I believe, of this race.
Yeah, I took the lead on early on, 3 or 4. And just trying to stay smooth out front. I tried to run slider line most of the race, and I thought it was locking down for a minute, and I wasn't. Listen, everybody knows Dylan Hauser. I'm not set up to run the bottom. I hate that shit. So I put my sack over my shoulders and got up on the high side and went around there as best as I could. Blake's no easy competitor to beat. But we had a great race, I feel like he was there a little bit, and then towards the end of the race, we just slowly had a little bit of a better card he did, but we'll take it. $357, and I don't know what to say. I'm happy.
Well, a little bit of chunk change there for you, right?
No, I'm a 22-year-old, so he put it to savings, man. I save a lot of money. I'm not one of the kids out there blowing money. I used to be, but I just got to thank all of my sponsors, everybody at House of Speed iRacing setups. I swear on everything I love, you can buy that same setup I just won that race on on my website at www.houseofspeed.us. It is the House of Speed Season 4 tight setup in Knoxville setup pack. You can go buy it. It's nothing special. It just has raw speed. It makes my job easy. The setups drive themselves. I gotta thank all of our sponsors. LTX Homes, Bobby Hodge, Jennifer Hodge, Gears Unlimited, Dirty South Speed Shop, Cocky Floyd Consulting, Chris Pearson Racing. There is a ton of people who help us out with this deal, and I couldn't do it without them all. And then I know I'm forgetting some, but then I got to thank all my spotters tonight. I had a few of them. I appreciate them. They did a great job tonight, and we're just gonna keep plugging away. I got to thank A1 Cabinets, 3D Racing, Ace Graphics, those guys too. And like I said, you guys should put the race on, broadcast it, all that good stuff. Congrats to Blake and Bergeron on second and third, and we'll see you at the next one.
All right, that's Dylan Hauser picking up the win here at Knoxville.
Appreciate it, guys.
Well, BJ's caught up with our second place finisher tonight.
That's right. I've caught up with the driver of the 127, Blake Majulis. Blake came through the field to do what you did, brought it home in second. Tell us a little bit about that run.
Yeah, for sure. We were really good. Just right from the get-go there, got through traffic really good, really fast too, actually. And took me a while to get to second, but once I did, I felt really good. I had a line really working, and then we got a lot of yellows there, and it kept killing my run. And the one time we got to the outside when we were like door by door there off of 2, and then the yellow came out, and that's what I needed to take the lead. And he was able to hold off and fend well. With the track being that slick on restarts, it was pretty easy to get out on second. So just wasn't in a good position. Needed to be up front a little bit earlier, but that's what happens when you qualify bad. And like I said, he ran a good race. He didn't mess up, so it was definitely difficult to gain traction up there on the same line.
So, one question that I've had in the back of my mind for a while. Been out here winning races left and right, doing good in the Pro Series. Do you feel the competition has gotten any better than what it used to be? Do you think it's harder, easier?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I think I don't know. A couple years ago, it was really, really, really strong. Everyone was putting time in. I feel like some guys are putting in a lot more time than others, significantly through the week, and some guys are just on here to have fun. But I don't know. I think the competition's good, but I think last year, a couple years ago, that competition was really, really stiff for a while there. But definitely doesn't take away from tonight or any of the other races. It's not like it's a bunch of nobodies out here. It's definitely top tier.
Well, you managed to bring it home in second place here tonight. Go ahead and take a sponsor shout out to everybody who made it possible for you.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate it. All you guys up here in the broadcast booth, I appreciate you guys every week. Majula Say Speed Shop, CFME Sports, Race XR, Represent Limited, Reliable Energy Solutions, Design 75, Sweet Victory Racing Apparel, ML Performance, and go check out our website, cfmesports.com. We have 27% off site wide, and been killing it lately. I know we didn't get the win, but next time. I appreciate it, my man.
All right, congratulations again. That was Blake Majulis. Steve?
All right, Bryce, you have our third place finisher.
Yes, I do. Alex Bergeron, this is Bryce in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir.
Well, you got 4 positions from the start of this race. How'd that car feel for you throughout the race tonight?
I feel like it got better and better as the laps went by. We had a really good car tonight. I felt like we had a shot for the guys up front, maybe another yellow or something, but we were right there, and that's what matters. We had a rough couple of weeks, so that really gives us some confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. So you say you were able to run down the leaders right there. Do you think you had, if it stayed green, you would have caught them, or like you said, you needed more cautions?
I'm not sure. It's always easy to say, but like I said, we're up there, so anything could have happened. It's always tough to know beforehand. So as long as we're up front, that's what matters to us, and it's good.
It definitely is. You're still in the money with that third place position. So go ahead and shout out your sponsors, set up shops, whatever you have for us this evening.
Absolutely. Well, first off, I got to thank Team BR Esports. Rebecca, Jason, Aiden, everyone that helps us out, all of our partners. We definitely worked a lot today. Me and Aiden, you know, you did pretty good tonight. Made the feature, so I'm very happy for him, and he had a good result. So happy that we could be in the future together. And yeah, obviously all of our partners, A1 Simulation, Power Info, CSI Shocks, Valley Park Retirement Living, BNB Dirt Racing Simulators, you know, being everyone else that, you know, really makes this possible for us, and my dad for watching as always, and you guys for doing an awesome job broadcasting, and iRacing for allowing us to do this.
Absolutely. Well, we definitely do appreciate those kind words. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your third place finisher of Alex Bergeron.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that's going to conclude the Labor Day Lightning Super Late Models as Dylan Hauser picks up the win, the $357 payday. Guys, send out a special shout out to Cody Sieber putting all this together for the drivers tonight, and Stephen Calavoda for being the admin. Once again, Majula Say Speed Shop as a sponsor, Slick Racing Graphics, Sieber Media, all of these sponsors coming on board, helping out, making the race what it is tonight, folks. Make sure to tune in next week. Next Monday night, we'll be back with the Bluegrass Asphalt Race in the Truck Series on Monday night, the Xfinity on Tuesday night, and the Cup Series on Wednesday night. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Steve McMillan with Bryce and BJ. It's been one hell of a show. Until next time, folks, good night and God bless.